Hello there, everyone. I'm Ashley Eckstein. Most of you may know me as the voice of Ahsoka Tano and also the founder of her universe. And this is the legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
And I'm getting this message that says an error occurred. Wait a moment and try again. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, boys and girls, everyone, fellow Whovians. Welcome to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. We've got a special guest on tonight. And just a reminder for everybody who's in the Central Florida or on the Space Coast side or even Florida, you know what, wherever you are, we've got Ancient City Con taking place September 13th to the 15th at the World Golf Village Renaissance Resort. And we're going to be there hosting panels and a special appearance by Dalek HAL, who's going to be down there. He's still recovering over from Dragon Con, poor guy. And we're going to be talking with our special guest, Max Michaels, in a moment, who is the showrunner and co-founder of Ancient City Con. And this will be the first time ever that the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS team will be there. So we're definitely going to be checking it out, and we want you to come over and check it out as well. Welcome, folks, and hi there. Oh, well, I'm in the driver's seat now. Hang on a second. Let's get this camera. There we go. It does its own thing. It doesn't. Yeah, I'm not even. Look at that. You can't even. Can I even hide that? There we go. I'm telling you, we're professional. We're good at this. We're really good at this tonight. And the team's been taking a little bit of a break tonight, so I've got the lovely Gadget on tonight, who's going to be helping me with the panels because she is very familiar. Gadget, where have you been up north there?
Well, I was at Anime NYC and some local cons. We had the Bronx Comic Con and a few other ins and outs. and they were pretty good and stuff. But I'm very excited about this one because it's a surprise to me that one of my friends will be there.
Oh, okay. And just in case, we're not going to tell anybody, just in case he shows up later. So we're going to make it a surprise for everybody. Now, show everybody plushie TARDIS.
Oh, yes. This is the plushie one that has been our friend for a while, who has another friend on top and everything, which foreshadowed something else.
Oh, okay.
And everything. Yeah, who knew? And whenever I go to conventions, I usually have this, but I was very disappointed at Anime NYC. But they all said, wait till New York Comic Con, which I'll be at this October, to bring it because they'll have all their Doctor Who cosplay ready for me and everything.
Oh, okay, cool.
But I think Squishy's going to have fun this time.
Do you have any conventions coming up yourself in the area?
Not at the moment, but I'm working on something. I was talking to one of my friends and everything. We were trying to see about a local event for the kids, but I do something every Halloween here, and everyone gets mad at me because I do it out of my own pocket, but it's a give back because around here I couldn't really trick or treat during the 80s and everything. So what I do is I open up the apartment like area and everything, and I decorate the whole hallway and stuff, and we do a thing for all the kids in the neighborhood and stuff, if you can get into the building and everything. But we always have the children's center come, children with developmental disabilities who are also like have Down syndrome, who have ADHD, who are dyslexic like me, who have mirror touch synesthesia, any type of disability. They come every Halloween. We have I have one. He's an adult now, but he has developmental disorder, and he always helps me every Halloween. He comes, can I help? And I'm like, yes, because we always give back to the kids, and it's all out of pocket for me and everything, but it's worth it because to see those kids smile and everything, and it's sort of like a mini birthday to me because the next day is my birthday, so it's like my present to them, you know.
Speaking of our present to us,
ooh.
I see Dave's in the chat, and he knows my segues are so great. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the lovely Max Michaels of City. How are you doing?
Hi, thank you very much. It's a nice intro. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for joining. They hound me for my segues. I'm so awful about that.
Perfect.
So, Max, thank you for joining us. How are you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm great. Thanks. I appreciate you finally being on this. We've been circling each other for years, so glad it's finally happening.
Gotcha. Just for people who are asking in the chats, we're going to be at Ancient City in 2 weeks. No plans except for a possible Doctor Who convention going on in December here in Central Florida. We're hoping that takes off. It's still in development, but we can tell you right now it's going to be in December. And also, for those of you who are asking, MegaCon, we should be next year. We're hoping, fingers crossed, Dave should be there. Jessica will be there. I think Melanie will be hosting her own booth. But that's for it right now. And we just want to welcome everybody tonight. And please have your questions ready for Max. He's going to be more than happy to answer them. Again, we just want to remind everybody it's in 2 weeks. Ancient City Con, let me go ahead and bring up the banner out there. It's going to be taking place September 13th to the 15th at the World Golf Village Renaissance Resort. I've seen pictures of it. I actually am a frequent of Caddyshack right next door, Max.
Yeah.
Love Caddyshack.
They are great.
They are awesome. And to get tickets and get information, and I heard some of the tickets are even being sold out. AncientCityCon.com. It's been taking place in St. Augustine, Florida. So without further ado, let me go ahead and bring in our guest. You know what? You can be in the host seat for.
Oh, there we go. Thank
you. So, Max, tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, for people who are not familiar with the backside of conventions, tell us about how you got everything started and why St. Augustine.
Yeah. Cliff's notes on the early years. I started Movement Magazine, an underground music, arts, and culture zine in '92 out of Gainesville, and then I relocated back to my home in Jacksonville and started doing club nights and events and things like that, and that just kind of naturally led into my magazine was sort of a sponsor, or we were like the street team for MegaCon for a while when it was independently owned. They would put out all of their books and magazines and all of the comic shops and stuff locally for their shows, and we would vend in their amazing independent press section. And so that's where my first experience at conventions was, going to MegaCon. So I was right into the deep end of the pool on that one. And I loved going to them. I loved being at them. I thought they were great. And then there was a couple of issues in Jacksonville that happened where there were some people kind of doing some questionable conventions, and specifically a Doctor Who one that kind of set me off, and decided I thought it was the right time to try to put something positive together for the Jacksonville community, because we really didn't have that much of a convention scene back then. This was 2014. So, and then I did a Hall of Heroes convention, was with my business partner, Neil. He owned the comic shops here in town, and we got together and did a comic show, which was great. We had George Perez and Peter David as our headline guests for our first little show. And that sort of just snowballed into, let's do a bunch of different ones. So,
and how many conventions do you do a year?
It's a handful. We've got Ancient City Con is our kind of cornerstone show. But then we also do Enchantment Con, Bold City Con. We do a Wizarding Market. A lot of like little one-day, fan fueled events. Ancient City Con's the biggest one we do with the most guests and things like that.
Yeah, the time scales are saying a questionable Doctor Who convention.
It was not for the people that showed up and bought tickets to something that never happened. But
yeah, I won't go there.
Yeah, I ended up doing a blog and following it day by day, almost, how bad it was getting, because the guy was selling tickets on Amazon, which was, against all their rules to begin with, and he was advertising it at a hotel that it wasn't booked at. It was something else, man. It was just, I was talking to some of the actors, ended up contacting me, and they were being advertised on his sites and had nothing to do with the show. It was a huge mess.
If it was produced today, I would say I wouldn't be surprised if Groupon was a location that
right, yeah,
was
yeah. It was bad. So I thought that was and I didn't having people come to Jacksonville and be disappointed that a show wasn't happening. I thought it was just a bad thing all around, and we really wanted to do something more positive for the community and the scenes. But basically I'd done these little shows, and then we were looking to do something. I had another business partner that owns the Tattoo Con, Jacksonville Tattoo Con, approached me and wanted to say, hey, let's do a show together. And we really kind of like sat up at nights going over names and ideas and what we wanted to do, and nothing really felt right. And the year before, just recently before that, the owner of Ancient City Con had decided he didn't want to do it anymore and kind of shut it down, so called it quits. But he had it there, and I had been a long time, but through the magazine I was a supporter and a vendor and a whatever sponsor, the whole deal. And so I thought, well, there it is. We got a whole con just sitting there, kind of turnkey. Can't we just maybe we could buy it off of him, which we ended up doing, and restarting it and moving it from. It originally was in St. Augustine and had moved to Jacksonville because that's where the scene was. And then we decided to put it back in St. Augustine, because that's where the tattoo convention's been happening, and it just fit and clicked. And now we're in our 6th year there running the show. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how
so it's the show's 16th year. Because he stopped doing it after the 10th year, and then we picked it up and have carried it on since.
How long have you been doing conventions? I'm assuming around 16 or more than that.
So it was about 2014 when I started producing them. Like 2014, 2015, yeah, probably about 2015. So, but I've been producing like nightclub events and live shows since '94, so it was kind of almost the same thing. We have, bands have merch tables.
So Erie Travels, we got Mark Muncie into the chat, so we were able to attend. So wish we were able to attend next year. Well, you decided to leave the state,
yeah.
So that's all on you, pal. Out there, timescale says
standing invitation, man.
Yeah, exactly.
He's always at some cryptid con that I don't
bring
know.
your Mothman.
I was looking at your price list, and a lot of congoers would love that price list, especially the VIP one with the hotel.
Sure, yeah, that's been a very popular edition, and that's the one that's almost sold out. I think there's only a handful, less than 10 of them left. But yeah, it comes with 4 VIP passes and the room for 2 nights with 2 double beds, so if it sleeps 4.
If I tell you what Anime NYC and New York Comic Con is, that's actually, you have a better deal.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, yeah. Well, we try to keep, we want to keep our prices fair and our tickets fair as possible. And we go to other conventions all the time to go see what they're doing and to see our vendors and promote, our shows around, because that's what everybody does. And we love it when other shows come to us and help, promote them there at ours. But I'm out all the time. So we buy tickets to other shows and we buy hotels and everything. So I know how expensive it can be for congoers. We've been on each side of the table, so we know what it's like.
And we got Jim B says, "I never been to a con event."
Good wow,
God, Jim.
Okay, we have to get Jim to a con.
Out of the house.
Yeah, we have to get a fun started.
There you go. Tom Scales, Florida is one of 3 states I have yet to visit. Would like to go to one of these. Well, definitely Ancient City. I know Max and I met through Patty Hawkins over at MegaCon, and that's why I first got it. And you still run the Concentric magazine?
Yep. I do a guide. Basically from my magazine that I did, I've published some guides from it. I do a Jack's Nerd Zine, which is everything nerdy in Jack's, from nerd bars to game stores to comic book shops, all that kind of stuff. And then I also do Concentric.guide, which is a guide for conventions we can find all over Florida, Georgia, and now South Carolina.
What is, I gotta ask, what's your favorite moment of any of the conventions that you've ever had? What is the one moment that sticks out?
Oh, geez.
Yeah. If you had to frame it,
I mean, the first one comes to mind. I don't know how. The first one that comes to mind is a really good one, but I'm not sure. I guess there's so many special moments we have with guest stars and stuff. I mean, it's sometimes I can't believe this is a job, but it is definitely. It's a lot of hard work. But
as much as I know convention, it's just like I've dealt with conventions, and I know I've kind of been the jerk sometimes. It's just like, I'm just like, I know you guys are going through a hell.
Yeah.
And on convention day, I'm just like, no, leave him alone.
Yeah. It's the least amount of fun for us, but we hope everybody else has a great time for our suffering.
I've learned with other showrunners I've spoken to, and no, personally, you leave them alone those 3 days. You just say hi, bye, buy them food, and let the lackeys take care of everything else.
Yep. That's the goal anyway. But but we're really hands-on. I mean, I do all the graphic design, I do the websites, I do the flyers, I do the marketing. My business partner does all the, all the organization and the booking the flights and the hotels and making sure everything's right with the venue. And we work on the floor plans together. It's basically just a small team. We have a cosplay coordinator that takes care of all the contests and everything else. So it's it's a real small team of people that make it happen. But on day of, definitely we depend on our volunteers and such as well. But as far as the special moment goes, I think the one that pops into my head is when we did Bold City Con, the first one, which was the most unique. We like to do unique venues. We don't normally go into normal convention centers if we can help it. But this one was in an old JCPenney's at a kind of near abandoned mall.
Are they still around?
Are they weren't.
I had a JCPenney here in Co-op City.
Yeah, they'd closed down, and there was a Spirit Halloween had been there, Goodwill had been there. And we ended up being able to work out a deal. We'd already done some interior mall shows with the mall before in the common areas. We'd done some events. So we said, hey, what is this? And they called us up and said the space is available. And I thought, it'd be so great to do something in this crazy kind of venue. And it was. And our headliner was the amazing character actor Doug Jones. And the after party, I always book Aurelio Voltaire, who was an amazing goth performer. If nobody knows him, definitely look him up. And apparently Voltaire and Doug had history, and with a haunted house, because for some bizarre reason Voltaire was scared of haunted houses, and Doug Jones somehow got him over this at an event they were at like Universal Studios in Orlando at one point, or Disney or something.
Oh, let's throw him into the deep end.
And so basically, like Voltaire wrote this song about Doug Jones, basically, and he'd never played it live. And Doug actually showed up to the show that night. So Voltaire decided to do the show live right in front of him. And there's some video, and it's super touching and just really fantastic. And there's just moments like that, that were completely unplanned, that just happened to be coincidental because the right guests were booked together at the right show.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay. Tasty Cake says he knows Voltaire. And time scale.
And Voltaire will be playing at Ancient City Con on Saturday night for the goth party.
Oh,
we're gonna be going over the guest list in the second half of the show, but let me go ahead and pull in some of the chats out there. The time scale says California still has a lot of JCPenney locations, but our nearest one is in Sacramento. That's okay. Spirit Halloween is going to be taking over the stores.
That should just be all year round. Spirit Halloween.
Wait. No. Let me do this, Gadget.
Yeah.
Spirit Halloween, one store in Orlando, just one store in Orlando, all year. Okay. You're going to make tons of money. I promise you. From at least me, will keep you in business out there, and not that CVS that looks like it's been run down. Something a little nice, a nice JCPenney. That's all
interactive, everything.
Yeah, exactly. Interactive. It's got to have all that interactive.
There was the Halloween / liquor store that was across from the Wyndham for so many years. I don't know why that didn't last. I mean,
nice.
Yeah. Did you ever go to that place?
It was popular here in New York.
You know where the Spooky Empire was at the Wyndham right there in Sand Lake, and I drive right across the street. There was a Halloween shop, and then the other half was a liquor store, and you could walk between the two.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. It was funny. It's closed now, I think, but I'm surprised that didn't last.
Doug Jones from
Star Trek Discovery. Yep, absolutely. That's the man.
Time scales, says Jimby. Oh, no. There are conventions in Michigan. Yeah, I was about to say the same. Yeah, Jim, there's nothing in Michigan? Nothing? Okay. I take a look around, dude. I'm totally convinced that there's got to be
sometimes you get ones like here we have in the Bronx, like the free ones, or we get ones that are like charity run, or they're like $5. You just put $5 and you get a ticket. A lot of the schools do it. A lot of the colleges do it for their clubs and everything.
We have a ton of great weekend, like nerd art markets and stuff in Jacksonville that happen all the time in different locations.
That's why I'm surprised there.
Home, etc. I see your question. We're going to get to that when we get to the guest list, and I'll let Max answer for that one. But what else in the chat say? Haha, our local CVS store closed, and everyone was talking about this very well. They're just inevitable. So definitely, yeah.
And when you go dumpster diving after when they close the store, it's even more fun.
Well, I don't go there, but that's fine.
But they can't take that back, so they got to throw it all brand new stuff.
Going out a business sale out there, which they start in August and they end like November 1st. There's a huge con. Yeah, there you go. Time scales out there. So without further ado, you know what, Max? Let's go ahead and take a break, and then we'll go ahead and jump right into the guest list for Ancient City. Gadget, did you have any questions before we go into a break?
Well, so far my friend hasn't responded yet, so we might have to say who it is during the guest thing.
Well, we will say the guest list, but we won't say who it is, just in case.
Yeah, just in case they come on. Because I'm surprised. Usually they respond very back, so they must be in recording or doing something or doing some other fun stuff,
Got it. In that case, Max, if you can do me a favor, you're going to introduce us out. So just simply say, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
Are you a movie nerd? Do you collect VHS, DVDs, CDs, records, and so much more? Are you looking for clothing from 1940s to 2000s? Do you need cosplay or themed outfits? Come to Ducky's Vintage. We have it all for all budgets. Located at the Oviedo Mall right off of the 417. Ducky's Vintage for those born in the wrong decade.
Hey everybody, welcome back to an all-new X's for Show, your premier show for streaming media content.
A great creative team and a great concept that is years in the making.
That's certainly one of the interesting things about this as a program.
Hot names, even hotter ideas.
The silliest version of every single one.
Hot names, even hotter ideas.
Everybody is so even-keeled. That is a nonsense thing that you just said.
I'm not wrong. I've seen all the films.
I get what you're saying. I hate it.
It's really ugly to call that a genius on air.
Nobody screams at each other and goes,
I will fight you! Wow, what a great moment for our show.
Truly, we did it.
This would be a great jumping on point for you.
2,000 episodes in.
Every weekend and Wednesdays.
Shows no signs of stopping.
You can check the show out at X's for Show.
Come on. I mean, we've got a show, baby. Just, you gotta trust us. It's gonna be good.
I'm author Mark Muncy.
And I'm author Erica Lance.
And this is Eerie Travels.
Greetings, travelers. Join us as we travel through folklore, myths, monsters, legends, and dark history.
Now, we'll be your guide to the spooky side of reality as we discuss cryptids, paranormal, and all things preternatural.
Sometimes we find the truth is way scarier than fiction.
We're on twice a week on your favorite podcast platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, and YouTube.
We have amazing guests from all of the areas of the strange and unusual, including witnesses, investigators, and more.
Now, with Erica's curiosity and ridiculous array of pop culture and true crime knowledge.
And Mark's decades of experience diving into folklore and the legends with the truth that's behind them.
Yeah, so join us, travelers, as we take you to the edge of reality, and we'll see you on the other side.
What happened?
Hello, I'm Nick Briggs, and you're listening to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. I said Traveling Time Lord.
Do it again. Just do it again. Just for the go.
Okay.
Just for the sake. Go ahead. Go ahead, Nick.
Hello, I'm Nicholas Briggs, and this is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
Yes, it is. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. My name is Christian Bays. I'm here with Gadget today, and our special guest, Max Michaels from Ancient City Con. Don't forget your tickets. Wow, that's Tuesday. AncientCityCon.com. I keep on messing that up there. It's going to be taking place tonight. What's that?
It's a tongue twister tonight.
It's a tongue twister tonight, but it's going to be at the World Golf Village Renaissance Resort, right next to Caddyshack, one of my favorite restaurants in St. Augustine. The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS is going to. I'm done. Dave, I need you.
Legend of the Traveling TARDIS will be
there
through what was the date? September 13th through the 15th with Dalek HAL, as well as some very famous people from Star Trek and the world of anime, as well as some very cool music and other fun events.
See, Max, that's why I brought Gadget on out here.
I just want to make sure. How to ad lib.
Dave, this is your fault if I get this wrong, but these are the appearances for Happy Go Lucky. It is a creative puppet show out there. And Dave, if you can put something into the chat that I might be missing, but here are the dates. Wait, I'm down here. Nobody's seeing me. Well, maybe that was intentional. I have no idea.
So enjoy the show.
There you go. Get your tickets now. You can use the scan code right out there. And Dave, if you're online, go ahead and give me any information that I might be missing out over here that you saw in the commercial. So okay, yeah, whatever. Whatever. Nice. All right.
Fun night.
Welcome back to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. We're here with Max Michaels, who's the co-producer of Heroes, Hall of Heroes, and Ancient City Con. Again, it's going to be taking place September 13th to the 15th. If you happen to be in the, you know what, let's say in the Southeast, or God, if you just happen to be in another country, you're going like, I got nothing to do in 2 weeks. I got to go to Florida. This is the place to go for St. Augustine, and that's one of my favorite cities in Florida because of all the history, the ghost tours. What was it? Let me find his chat out here. Yeah, not to say to skip out on what's going on in Ancient City, but at night, yeah, they do have the ghost that you can go out to. Don't miss tours in St. Augustine before and after the con.
Is Tom's glitch like, did Princess Penelope get to you now?
Yeah, everything is gone. I took. Yeah, I'm going to be replaced by a Halloween in just a few moments. Happen. Gonna ruin everybody having
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm already ruined. I don't need this. So Max, we got some stuff out here, but let me go ahead and jump down and really go quickly through the chats out there. How about Rhode Island? Any convention? There's got to be. Wait a minute.
There is. You have Rhode Island Con. You have oh God, there's about 7 of them out there because my friends all live in Rhode Island. Because when you go to Anime Boston, which I used to volunteer for, you go, those are like the trifectas for there, like the way they have the trifectas here for New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey, and yeah.
But I would just Google pop culture conventions in my area, wherever you're at, and see what pops up. There are some national guides that are very thorough and amazing. And I would that'll keep you up to anything pretty much in your area. And then from those, look for some online groups that might know where the markets are and stuff like that, because there's a lot of little underground markets that pop up everywhere that are super fun, and you get to support locals. So.
Eventbrite, like all those little apps and everything, they're perfect. That's how I found the Bronx. My boss actually found that one, and I found another one that was coming up, but I didn't get a chance to go to it. But they keep promoting a lot of like they're affordable for anyone to even bring kids. Or they have after hours ones. Like they're fun, and they're all local. Some do for charity, some do for profit, nonprofit.
Gotcha. And happy birthday, Artful Roger. You're going to be 54 during CityCon next week. So happy birthday. It's just a number, so is a zip code. So that's what I'm going to say. You know what, Tom? If you want to come in here. It's fine. Come on in. The water's great out there. I did
somebody.
We're hoping for it.
I'm hoping. Like I said, he could be very busy right now. That's what it is, because it is the busy time for a lot of this.
So we're gonna.
What was that one about? That quote. I just saw somebody put "Li who."
Yeah, I think the etc. was just mentioning it out there. So, without further ado, Max, would you go ahead and go over the guest list?
Sure.
That's going to be taking place over at Ancient City. So, if you guys have any questions, Max will be more than happy to jump out. This is in no particular order. Well, there were. It's just when I downloaded this stuff. But again, if you're missing out, if you're having post Dragon Con Blues, I just love that. I just wanted to post that. If you're having post Dragon Con Blues, I'm serious, Max. I'm seeing people moping on it.
I do it. I go through it every year. This year, unfortunately, I couldn't make it to Dragon Con. I had to stay here for all the work that's going on to prepare for the show. But it is an amazing convention, and I know so many people who are have the blues from the con come down from that amazing weekend up there. So
I got friends that had mixed reviews on Dragon Con.
It's not for everyone.
Some people got their hotels messed up and everything and stuff.
Yep.
But otherwise, some people did have fun, except for poor Dalek HAL.
Oh no!
Poor Dalek HAL. We have to get him a new badge.
If they're selling if anybody's selling badges, let me know. We're gonna get Dalek HAL. There was a convention that had NASA, and it was around Halloween. I think it was last year. So I got a little placard from NASA, put it on him, and said, "This is his Halloween costume." Just hiding out there. Speaking of hiding out, Mungo. There's the Reverend Amagon. Tell say hello to everybody. This is Max Mike. This is Max. Mike. So this is Reverend Amagon, our hashtag guru. But without further ado, Tom, we're going to be going over the guest list, and without further ado, the lovely Nana visitor. Is it Nana or Nana? I can never get that right.
I'll find out when she gets here. No,
Wait a minute. She was in Friday the 13th. Which one?
She was in the newest one as Pamela Voorhees at the very beginning.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Oh God, I didn't even know that. Well,
right? Yeah, it passed right by me too. I didn't realize it, but
I gotta watch it again. Yeah, you've ever watched a movie and it's just like an actor showed up and it was just like, wait a minute, that was them?
Yep.
Dang it.
Yep.
Righty. Mark says, just saw Jodie and Catherine Tate at Dragon Con. Glad who had a strong presence. Yeah, well, we're trying to convince Max to bring in some Whovians, but he got us, so we're going. We're gonna fill in the blank until we get there.
Exactly. The wackiness we have, so let him take this wackiness right now first.
And our next guest is Macy Ann Johnson. Tell us a little bit about this. Some of the guests, just in case we have some people out there who may not be familiar with the talent.
Voice actress who does stuff like One Piece, Spy X Family, Trigun Stampede, just a number of different animes that are out there. And we have a few,
she's fairly new to the industry.
Voice actors in all different walks of animation.
Really want somebody to. Tom looks disturbing right now.
No, he didn't freeze like last time.
Oh boy, now.
No, she's fairly new. She's really good in the industry. She's fairly new. I'm still trying to research her now and everything.
Gotcha. Now,
yeah, she's in one of my favorite shows.
Now, Gadget, I want you to talk about this person because you seem to know them pretty
well. This person, let me get in camera. This person is my most favorite person in the world. He is the voice of All for One in My Hero Academia and many others, as well as he has his own book out. I think it's Zeke's New Glasses. And I was hoping I could get him to come on tonight, but he hasn't replied to my message or anything. But if you want to talk to somebody who's really cool and everything, John is the person for you. And he even did this for me. If we can see it a little bit, I'm going to do like this.
Let me go ahead and take that down. Oh, there you go. Let's see what he's
got. Off of it, but yep, All for One. I got the cover on it. Let me see if I can take this off without it ripping. And I think you can see it a little better. But see, in like the glare. There we go.
Oh yeah.
It's all metal and everything. He did that.
Wow.
And everything. But he's a good guy. His daughter actually is on Broadway right now. She's a Broadway actress, and her name's Olivia. And you guys he's a really good guy. So if you guys see him, tell him Gadget said hi and everything. And trust me, you'll make a friend for life.
Imagine Nana.
Oh man, don't do that to Nana.
I'm not gonna say what I want to say because I'll probably no.
Well, if you go with the Japanese way, it is Nana, like that. Nana. Yeah.
Got it.
Well, that's what I called my grandmother, but from what I heard, it was Nana visitor.
But, Tom, I know you just came in. Did you have any questions from Max?
I'm still
Did you just come in to just come in, and that was it?
Well, you said so. Say, okay, we know your name. What is your quest?
What?
And what is your favorite color? There. Those are my interview questions. I don't know.
Well, Max, you got to answer. What's your favorite color? I don't know about the quest question, but what is your favorite color? Let's just
black, of course.
Over there you go. And let's see here.
Quest is probably to have the best convention.
Let me go back to the guest list here. Let's get back on track. And we have Lauren Marie Taylor from Friday the 13th, Part 2.
Yep, because our first day of the con is Friday the 13th.
Now, I've seen this.
That's pretty cool.
I've seen this picture come up. I guess we're better to poster or trailer for In Nature. What is that?
It's a new horror movie, and we've actually got the actor who plays the killer in it as well coming.
Oh, okay. I haven't shown them yet, have I?
No, right. So
Or maybe I might not. I don't know. And we got Ricky Simmons from Invader Zim, another voice actor, I'm assuming, correct?
Yep,
Yes.
absolutely.
Very good show, Invader Zim.
Yep.
Got it.
Especially if you're a gothic kid. Yep. Or a narcissist.
Right.
C. Matthew Foote and
boy.
Ryan English.
Yep, these guys are great. They do their own independent comic book called The VGs, and it is wonderful if you get a chance to check it out. And they also produced every show I do, I create the signature, like the mascot characters for, and they took the characters and have created a comic book around it. And every year we release a new issue. So this year the third issue will be coming out in the storyline of the Ancient City Adventures, and we also have the Ancient City Comics and the VGs Comics are on the shelves at Coliseum of Comics locations across Florida.
Gotcha. Speaking of which, there you go.
There you go. Yeah,
we're talking Ancient City Comics.
Yeah,
the official Ancient City comic book. Well, now, what is this? Why is it official? Not you guys make it, but why is this official?
Because it's sanctioned by us. It's based on our characters. It's done with the artists directly working with us in the storylines, and it's we basically put it out under our Ancient City comic label. So we're
and you're autographing them
for the convention.
And you're autographing them, right?
We will if you want us to. I mean, we could, lower the value.
I'm squishing Tom's head. Tom doesn't know it yet.
I'm pinching your face.
And I'm assuming, Max, this is the killer, right?
Yep, there you go. Yep.
Okay, I found him. Okay. In a violent
yeah.
nature, a gore fest that is splendidly committed to the bit. Is it out yet, or is it's coming?
It is actually. I think it just got released on Shudder. For watching for free. And it's basically a different type of horror movie where it follows the viewpoint of the killer instead of the normal cast. So,
okay, so that's Rye Barrett. I guess he's Johnny in the movie.
Right.
Again,
right.
For those of you just joining us, Ancient City .com. You can tickets, get information now. Those tickets are selling out. Some of those special packages are September 13th through the 15th. For those of you just joining us there, welcome to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Artful Roger says next Friday is going to be a wild Friday the 13th.
True, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, crap, it is.
Martin, do you have any plans to interview the film director and producer William Shatner on making him start movies? I wish we did. He's way out of budget, that's for sure. I've asked.
You can't touch him. I've been already told you cannot touch him.
You physically can't touch him.
He has to decide if he wants to talk with you.
He won't even hold my TARDIS. That's what's staring point.
Mm-hmm. No, you just leave him alone.
No, he's there. When we went to I think it was
eye contact.
Yeah, there's photos out here, Max. We got Dalek HAL and my TARDIS to go, and we were going to take a picture of Dalek HAL with William Shatner. I don't think he even knew what this thing was that was going inside him, but he had that stanchion pole beside him, and he put the TARDIS right on there, and the picture was taken. I'm just like, okay, all right, fine. I guess this is the one time I'm going to see you out there. But yeah, he's out of our budget range. I can tell you that right now. And especially they launched him into space, that fee doubled up. So
I was surprised Ancient Aliens got him. That was shocker. Ancient Aliens got him. I was like, okay, who did they bribe? Yeah.
Yeah, so the unexplained.
He's on group. Oh, CosFX.
Oh, love it.
Oh, yes. CosFX. Yeah. I love that team.
Love this.
Do you know who they're going to be?
They're bringing the Labyrinth.
The babe.
They're going to be doing the Labyrinth. Okay.
Yeah, they'll be doing the Labyrinth.
I saw if you folks
as advertised.
Gotcha. If you folks don't follow these guys, CosFX Studios, Instagram is the best place to go for them. But you can watch them actually putting their cosplay together on their Instagram, which I think is awesome. And those two are just rocket. I love them. I'm not criticizing the Labyrinth, but I thought Beetlejuice would have been a good one, especially with the
they did Beetlejuice the first year that we had Ancient City Con, that we took it over and we're back at the World Golf Village. They did the Beetlejuice setup with the wedding ceremony at that show. So yeah, so they're bringing a little something different this year.
Oh, he doesn't like it every time I post it. Playing with your balls again, aren't you? Sit and rotate, my friends. Shut up, Christian. Shut up. And the next guest is Shannon and Mona. Now,
yeah, this is one of my favorites because I love puppets and anything puppet related, and I just think it's so great that and Mona's got a new lease on life on TikTok right now, kind of blowing up. So this will be their first. This will be her first U.S. convention appearance.
Gotcha.
Too cute.
Let me bring these folks up. Oh,
it's our local Umbrella Corporation cosplay group.
Oh wow!
And they also do. The main guy does also some amazing horror stuff.
So
he'll be doing horror on Friday, and then 2/19.
What's that Star Wars one? The 301st, or I'm sorry, the
501st.
The 501st.
501st is Stormtroopers.
Have them fight out with these guys. That would be great out there.
501st will be there as well.
Oh, cool. Know them too.
Now, of course, because you want to stick around at night for this convention because we've got Goth Nights.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to us about this, Max. Ancient City Goth Night featuring DJ sets.
Well, I do a monthly Goth Night at Myth in Jacksonville with Johanna Moresco as the host, and we run the show every second Sunday of the month at Myth downtown Jacksonville. And so for our show on Saturday night at Ancient City Con, we wanted to bring in the Goth Night. We already have Aurelio Voltaire playing. We have Rogue from Crew Shadows DJing. Biddy Cobra from Matt Black, who is an amazing new band out there. Definitely, please check them out. My good friend Franco from Simulator. He's also the touring DJ for Limp Bizkit. And then Odon, who's our Sanctuary resident, are all going to be doing their DJ sets throughout the night. So you can dance all night.
Now, Home Etc. asks, is Voltaire a separate ticket? I wanted to bring up.
All the after hours are included with either the VIP pass, the weekend pass, or the day pass, depending on.
Oh, that was that ticket I saw that had the after hours event tied to it, right?
Sure, they're included with any ticket. So.
Okay.
Gotcha. So everything's inclusive. Is there anything that might be? Well, I meant like autographs.
There's a special event being run by the Sailor Scouts of Jacksonville. Those are the Sailor Moon cosplay group.
You're kidding.
And it's like a little casino type burlesque type event that runs for a couple of hours, and there's a separate ticket that goes to them for that. So that's the separate ticket that can be purchased online at Eventbrite, or that's through them directly.
You had me at burlesque. Anyway,
They're going to be doing the horror burlesque on Friday night for the Friday the 13th after hours party.
Speaking of the devil, there he is.
There's the man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for people who are not familiar with Voltaire, explain it to our folks in the audience who come.
How do you explain Voltaire?
It's like when somebody says, "Explain Doctor Who," I'm just like, "Yeah,
yes, exactly."
Let it absorb.
He is as prolific and has had as many different lives. I think he's been a film teacher at NYU, or maybe still is. He does films. He does comic books. He makes toys. He illustrates. He does the Gothic homemaking show. He's released many books, and he just tours almost constantly. I don't know how the man does it. So
he's a Time Lord.
Is he
the master or the doctor?
Doctor Who.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And I just I totally forgot. And I'm trying to find the picture. Gadget, if you can go on the Facebook page for the Traveling TARDIS, go to Friends of the Traveling TARDIS. Get me Michael Berryman and Nana Visitor, if you can.
Well, I could see. I could check it from this page. Yeah, let me check it from this part.
Because I want to wish, and I'll tell her personally, I want to wish her a very, very belated happy birthday out there for Nana Visitor. I forgot which day it was, but we put out a special video just for her. And Friday the 13th.
I just realized Voltaire is friends with my friend Jason and Bobby Kane. Oh my God! I just realized that.
So we got Friday the 13th, of September at Ancient City. And a visitor as Pamela Voorhees, Friday the 13th. Is this a special showing?
We're just letting people know who's there for what. Lauren will be doing a special photo op in the little shorts she had on in the movie, kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Nana's just there, and she's gonna, you can do photo ops or whatever. But I'm sure, hopefully she'll have some. You never know what they're gonna bring to sign, but hopefully she'll have some.
Will Nana have special shorts for me?
that I don't think so.
Well, that was great while it lasted.
sorry to disappoint. But the after party is going to be the camp disco kind of.
Which album are they in?
The killer variety show kind of thing with burlesque and tap dance and music and Ricky's hosting it, and he is Selfie Guy from the Terrifier films, which are very popular right now.
Should be Friends of the TARDIS or Traveling TARDIS and Friends, but you'll see the guy who played Vincent Van Gogh in the top. He's the lead of the whole thing. So
that's Nana and who else?
Not in the green room, Christian. I know. It's just having those little fantasies of one. Shut up, Dan. Anyway. Go see Dan Hollyfield, The Last Man Standing, on his YouTube channel. You want to check him out there, but he's a vulture. And we've got Karen Whitfield and Athena Finger.
Dalek has his own album. I love this.
Athena Finger, who are going to be, she's a granddaughter of Bill Finger, the co-creator of Batman.
Yep.
And special Porter. Let me take down his posting so we can see that better. There we go. Bronze Age Batgirl. I gotta get into comics more. I've been like nothing happened out there.
She toured with Adam West and Burt Ward when they would go out and do appearances.
Yeah,
she would come as the Bronze Age Batgirl. She was the Bronze Age Batgirl for their touring set. So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Now, is there anybody? Mike,
since we're selling 85 years of Batman, this is our little contribution. These are all mostly like Athena's local to our area, so and Karen's a good friend of hers, so she's bringing her in.
Athena's funny and just so awesome. It's the best word I can relate to her. If you live in Florida, not only does Athena live here, but she is just awesome to talk to, and she does not hold anything whole bar.
She is so cool.
And then Kevin Porter is in our area as well, and he was in Dodgeball, and then he's also been in the Batman the fan film.
Who do you play in Dodgeball?
There's some photos of him on our website. You can see.
Okay.
Dodgeball, check it out.
If William Shatner is untouchable, how about Kate McGrew? I think, she's probably untouchable either.
They're very expensive. I would love to have Kate at the show, but very costly.
Her price doubles when she gets launched to Mars. So I'm just letting you know. that might be a hard sell.
Enough to bribe her.
I got where's Nana in here? I'm looking for her. I got every Star Trek.
You see everybody. I could probably pull it up on
I see everybody but her, and I'm like, where is she in here?
Gotcha. While Gadget's pulling up some of those pictures there, Max, what is there? First of all, let me say this. Is there anybody I missed, or is there anything that you would like to let our audience know about?
Well, I think mentioning Richard Stephen Horowitz is definitely a plus, because he has been so many voices, from Alpha and Power Rangers to Invader Zim. He's on the new Hell of a Boss show, and him and Bryce, who is also another voice actor from Hell of a Boss, are going to be there, and that's probably one of the more popular shows we've encountered, and we've had guests.
Bryce Pembroke.
Yep.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I dressed as Cat Noir at Anime NYC when I met him and everything. I remember his dad with Power Rangers. Hell of a guy and everything. Yeah. Bryce is just the same way, same personality.
And we have some traditional cartoon voice actors as well, like Jason Marsden, who is Max Goof in a Goofy movie, and he's also been a screen actor in Full House and Boy Meets World and a bunch of other shows back in the day. And Tony Daniels, who is Gambit in the X-Men in the animated series from '97. He was also Tony the Tiger from the cereal. So, so there's a lot of pop culture, connections for our show.
Let me see if I can. I'll bring up some of the pictures just for fun.
Yeah, I can't find Nana in it. I found every other Star Trek.
You are fine. Let me go ahead and bring
You find it. Wait, now I find her.
Now you find.
Now I find her.
I think I can pull her up. Well,
Okay.
let me see what I can pull up here.
I found the one with the red curtains.
Oh, that's weird. Why is that pulling up on this side? Okay. Wasn't expecting that at all. But let me go ahead and bring up. This one's pulling up on this side of the page. It's like, okay. So for people who were just curious about what the hell I was talking about, I had to catch it. Yeah, you can't touch him. And not only that, but here off to the side. Yeah, the TARDIS is like, that's as close as it gets. Now, remember, I got to give him props a little bit. It was during, the C word. So, which is but Dalek HAL is, if you can see my cursor, was out here somewhere. So the full picture has the both of them. And since we're here, let me go. You found her? Okay. Let me go.
With the red.
Gotcha. Let me see if I can pull up. Wow.
I just can't find the other one.
No, you're fine. It's good night. I really got.
You have
I have a ton of this stuff, but God. Okay. I've lost count. I don't even know. Jesus.
I think Squishy's in there somewhere too.
Squishy is in a couple of these. Yeah, let me see if my God. I really have no life. I am sorry, man. I have absolutely no freaking life whatsoever.
No, David Naughton.
There she is. God. There she is.
Awesome.
There's last time that we met. I don't even think she knew what was going on. She was in Torchwood, if anybody remembers. What's that?
How long ago was that? When was this?
Oh my God.
2018? Yeah.
Yeah, it's between 2012 and 2018. But I think this was right around when she did Torchwood. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah. Oh yeah, there's Batman.
I miss him so much.
Yeah, he's in here. There we go. And we want to wish this guy a happy birthday coming up. This is John Barrowman. This is John Barrowman. This is Michael Barrowman. This is Michael Barrowman. You've seen him in all the horror movies, and he is. I mean, when I say he's the sweetest guy, when you hear that term out there, he's one of them. He's like in my top 10 list. If you want to talk to somebody, and he's open, he's honest, and he is just sweet, and he will listen. That's what I love about this guy. But we want to wish him a happy early birthday. I think it's tomorrow that his birthday is. If you're watching this today, which is September the 3rd, I think September the 4th is his actual birthday. So I'll go ahead and close that up. I'll stop sharing so people can stop looking at what.
The two comedic scenes for him I remember was Weird Science.
Yep.
And Motley Crue smoking in the boys' room.
That and it still scares me to this day, but The Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah.
That is just. But
I don't do horror.
Sweetest guy ever there.
I don't
Artful
do
Roger. Keanu Reeves would look great holding the TARDIS. Yeah, that's another big sell.
Wait, didn't we get him or no?
Keanu Reeves?
Wait, I thought we did get him. I thought he ran out on us.
Did you?
Might get the other guy eventually.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't think we get Keanu Reeves.
Did we? Because I know one of the conventions, I know he was there, and I don't know if he ran out on us or what. I don't know if it was my section or yours.
I know
Keanu was somewhere.
He's been at one convention.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I forget which one it was, but Max, I tried.
Which is a good question, Max. Who would you want? Who is like you have an unlimited budget? Three people you want to bring. Who are the three that you would love to bring in today?
I mean, Keanu is one. I almost went to go see his band Dogstar play because in like Raleigh because it was closest they were coming. But geez, yeah, Tilda Swinton. I would love. Yeah. I think she'd be an amazing guest, and you just don't ever see them at conventions. And I have to get Penn Jillette because I need to show that we're not the same person. I need to have him in the same room with me just to prove it. So,
you might be DNA cousins.
I got to go out to LA if I can't get him at the show. So it's
No, you get Gillette and just screw with
he's
him.
an expensive date, so that'll have to wait. But yeah.
Start getting out there. And if anybody has any questions for Max, again, let me go ahead and bring this to you just in case you might be coming in late. Ancient City Con, taking place September 13th to the 15th in St. Augustine, Florida, at the World Golf Village Renaissance Resort. Get your tickets now. They are going, and you're going to see these incredible and talented guests. And not only that, you're going to see us. We're going to be hosting on Sunday, and Dalek HAL will be there all convention weekend long. AncientCityCon.com. Congratulations, guys. Best of Jacksonville, best cosplay event winner. I can't even get Orlando to even recognize. You bastards. Orlando is just like, you're a podcaster, huh? Really?
You just got to get the army, man, to get out there and vote. You just got to, we campaigned for it. So, yeah.
Exactly. So ancientcitycon.com, September 13th to the 15th. I'm wondering if the hotel has been sold out because we jumped in and got the ticket. We got our hotel.
It is, and we still have a few of the VIP packages left, but I think they're under 10 of them left. They're still going fast. Today is one of the last days before the rates go up. So if you're thinking about it, I would look into it right now and scoop those up because those are the best deals you're going to get. And then, but we'll have tickets on sale throughout the whole weekend for weekend and day passes. So.
Well, we apparently do have a special guest, Gadget. Guess who it is? Mr. Patty Hawkins.
He is Penn Jillette.
Who are you kidding? I know he is. He could cosplay him.
Don't blow my cover.
Had a minute here. I'm dealing with a friend with some medical challenges and stuff. But I just wanted to pop on in and say hi because literally I wouldn't have whatever career I have in the business if it wasn't for you, Christian, and you, Max. I owe you guys a tremendous amount for the opportunities that you both gave me and the things you run and everything else. So I just wanted to come on and just say thank you to you both. I wouldn't be where I am today without the two of you.
You are awesome, brother. You are my friend. I love you very much. And I take PayPal if that's the case.
Friends and family.
Yeah,
that's amazing, man. You've done so much.
Friends and family. I don't want to be charged taxes on that nonsense.
And to anybody watching this right now, if you haven't had a chance to check out Ancient City, please do so. It is a really fun show. I love the fact that it's a resort show. That's a great complex that you got. It's still at the golf resort, right?
Yep. Yes. Golf Village.
Just make sure that yeah. It's a great venue because, especially, I highly recommend to stay on property because you got lots of bars, lots of eatery. You can stumble back to your room. You can hang out all day. You can party all night. Max always does some amazing nighttime programming as well. So please, if you're in the area, please check it out. And if you are in Central Florida to North Florida, it is absolutely worth the drive.
Got it. PayPal or Patreon? Our PayPal.
Don't go on Patreon. No.
Friends and family.
And you've got some really amazing guests going on there too. I've had a chance to sit with them several times, and you've got a really, really good crew. Richard is a really good friend of mine, and especially right now. First of all, you got the Mater Zim thing, but right now he is killing it with Hell of a Boss and the whole has-been crossover and everything on else, and just So
it's nuts.
You really outdone yourself. You got a great lineup this year. So hopefully I can come up maybe Saturday or something and hang out with you guys for the day.
Yeah, thank you, sir. You know you're always welcome.
So all right. So carry on, everybody. I gotta go back into the hospital here for adult reasons, not for me.
And just between us, all of our love and prayers for your friend.
Prayers,
please.
Thank you, guys. Y'all take care. We'll see you soon.
You too.
Thank you. And isn't that the best plug for Max? You got Patty
Nice. Yeah, that was
Hawkins. Out of nowhere, Patty Hawkins says hi.
That's what I'm hoping somebody like John would have came on. That would have been so cool.
Well, being so cool, and Tom, thanks for coming on. Did you have any questions?
Well, I can't try to piece it all together. Richard of Invader Sims was Billy from the Misadventures of Billy and Mandy.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
And so Voltaire did a song on
Correct.
the episode.
Yes.
Brains,
Yes.
brains.
He did the lead song for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because that's how my ex-girlfriend loved Voltaire. I met him so many times, and that's how I was like, oh, Voltaire, he's the one that did. Okay. That's my connection. If there was a way of getting to Vegas and getting my boss, James Von Bolt of Von Bolt, Velvet Chains, and the Adversaries, I'd tell him to come over, but he's doing his own thing. But when I hit Vegas in March to become an honorary member of something, singer, see if I can find Penn Jillette and say, hey, Penn, did you know? And St. Augustine.
I gotta be in the same room with him, man. No one will believe it if it's not.
I swear, DNA cousins. You got to do a DNA test.
Yeah.
Max, I'm going to be honest. When I first saw you at MegaCon, I didn't want to say a word.
I get it every single day, which is fine. You know, if anybody had to imitate, I'm glad he chose me.
Well, it's not that. Some people actually, when they have a lookalike or they have, something going on, you're just like, I don't want to be introduced. And it's just like Patty introduced us. And I was going like, hey, Max, yeah, you run Concentric. And,
yeah.
Where's Teller, dude? So, yeah, I didn't want to.
Yeah,
now that it's open and it's all out the door, I'm going to take it. So,
my partner's shorter, but he won't shut up. So it's
not
anti-pen.
Gotcha. Speaking of shorter, never mind. Gadget, where can people find you on the social media out there?
Almost everywhere. Twitter, Twitch, X or where, Facebook, YouTube, God, where else am I? I'm all over the place. It's like you can't turn a rock and not find me and everything. Because I know too many people in this world, and yeah, if you turn around, I'm right behind them and everything.
Where do you post them? I'd say Instagram, right?
Mostly Instagram right now, because YouTube and Facebook are still flippy floppy with a lot of their stuff, because a lot of people have been breaking rules on certain things you can't do, and it's trailing down to all the media and everything. But most of the time I'm trying to promote these two things and everything. Copley, Newcastle, Journey and Beyond, when I went to England and everything. And you'd have to find out if I really did find true love in this book and everything. And I got to see the Doctor Who experience. And then this is my pride and joy, is the book for kids with autism and dyslexia, the unofficial guide for kids under 10 and a few adults. And trust me, it's a really good one. I'm trying to work on the other part of the series and everything, but especially if you have a hard time playing these card games or anything, definitely for beginners, this would be a good book and everything. It's on lulu.com. Sometimes you can find it on barnesandnobles.com, but most are on Lulu. And I'm trying to work on, like I said, conventions, but I'll be at New York Comic Con this October, working on the promo for that one. And my Halloween event for the kids. Like, if anybody here is in Bronx, New York, I'll try to post it. It's basically, like I said, out of pocket. The kids can come, they get trick-or-treat candy, and no matter if you're an adult or a kid, you're going to be celebrated, because I couldn't really trick-or-treat, and I want to give back to kids that don't have a lot or can't really do anything. And it doesn't matter what you wear. You could be in your best cosplay. You could be whatever, as long as you enjoy the night. That's all I want to see, a smile on a kid's face. Awesome. Because my birthday's the next day, and that's my birthday present to, because I can celebrate with them.
Got it. Speaking of celebrations, please go ahead and check out GadgetPendragon.com. And we want to give special thanks to the Candyman, Mark Robinson, and our lovely Gadget. You can check out, they take care of that website really good. the legend of the Traveling TARDIS.com. We want to check out all of our episodes, pictures, upcoming events. These two are really taking good care of that. So thank you so much, Gadget. And thank you, Candyman, as well.
Like Patty said, you have been the rock for everybody. You open doors.
They don't make a screen big enough for my head to fit in it anymore down there.
No, I'm serious. You open a lot of doors for people, and you have the golden touch.
Thank you. Speaking of the golden touch, let's see if he's paying attention.
I'm looking for Gadget behind me.
The Reverend Amagon, better known as the hashtag guru, right here on the YouTube channel. Check out, he's putting out content almost every day now, right? Now that you got your Wi-Fi kind of stable.
Yeah, as long as I was learned from someone, I was on a stream, and he said, do not turn your VPN on because it's regulates your signals, stuff like that. So I'm trying that. I'm trying to get the clear picture. I'm on Instagram twice a week. I'm on live. I'm on YouTube twice a week live. I got the videos on. I'm gonna do one in a minute just because I'm a reverend. And if you happen to be in Las Vegas, middle of March, you can see me. I'm saying this for the first time on here, singing with the band Von Bolt, as I will become an honorary member of the Adversaries. I'm saying it now. I posted on many places because I'm that determined that I'm going to be singing with them. So I can become a band singer, honorary member of the Adversaries.
But will you have video evidence because it's Vegas? Will you have video evidence because everything stays in Vegas?
Actually, it will. The Punk Rock Museum does have their live stream on Instagram, which is 9 o'clock Vegas time, I guess Pacific. So every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Pacific time, if you go on Instagram, you can go on the Punk Rock Museum's page, and you can catch the band Von Bolt at their residency. So I shall see them, and I'm going to see if they can Uber me somewhere too.
I'm reading what the Artful Roger and Dan Holyfield said. Everything's been getting hacked too much. Yeah, I keep on getting kicked out of my app for some odd reason. My app will kick me out. I'll just be in the middle of it, and then boom, I'm not there anymore. I mean, I've been able to get reestablished, but I'm just like, yeah, I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but I don't trust it anymore. Speaking of Las Vegas, you can see Penn and Teller.
Segway.
And I said it. What are you going to do about it? You can see Max Michaels. Please
It's true.
Tell us where they can find you, where they can get more event information from you.
Yeah, absolutely. AncientCityCon.com is the best way to find out anything about the show September 13th to the 15th at the World Golf Village Renaissance Resort in St. Augustine, Florida. We also have HallOfHeroesEvents.com, and that will tell you about all of our shows throughout the year that we do. And for instance, we have in October, on Saturday, October 19th, we've been invited by the city of Brunswick, Georgia, to bring our Jekyll and Hyde Con show to downtown Brunswick in the beautiful historic district. So we'll be taking over the Strip and using amazing venues they have there, like the Old City Hall, Ritz Theater, and the public library to stage events and guests and special attractions throughout the day. It's going to kind of be our Halloween party with Brunswick, Georgia.
Wow.
Yeah, so HallOfHeroesEvents.com, and that'll have all of our listings on it.
Gotcha. And don't forget AncientCityCon.com. Check them out there. You can get your tickets online, and any special packages.
See you guys there.
We'll definitely see you guys there with Dalek HAL at the World Golf Village Resort, September 13th to the 15th. Go ahead and get your tickets now. And a special thank you to you all, because, without your help, your support, good God, I mean, this morning we crossed over 28,000 YouTube subscribers. I'm like, you really guys are desperate for content. Why us? I mean, but we totally appreciate it out there. Thank you so much. Don't forget, as you're leaving, to say goodbye to everybody, like, share, subscribe, and let me just get the final chats in out there. Max almost looks like the guy in
I didn't. Wait, yeah.
Also in Vegas.
No, I can't get it out. I can't get Chumley.
Okay.
Oh my God! Thank you so much.
Looks like what on the TARDIS?
Get better deals.
And on that note, because I really don't, I really don't. Wait a minute. Where's the ending to our show? Where Holy cow, wait a minute here. You put it at the top? Wait. Good night. Okay, so everybody, thank you so much. Don't forget, 13th through the 15th. I've said it enough out there. Tom, Max, and Gatch, thank you so much for coming out tonight. And don't forget, we got to say goodbye to a special friend. We got to say goodnight to Rose.
Yes, Rose.
Go, Rose. Everybody say goodnight to Rose. And Tony.
Night, Rose.
Tony, take us out.